Greetings, preachings, time for prestigious teaching to you. Really? Yes, really. How are you guys doing there? Me, I'm doing a-okay. I was feeling a little bit wonky recently, and the message came through oh so clearly to change up my space, switch up my energy, to continue cleansing not only me but my children as well, cleansing my crystals. So the thing is about super cleanse, right? Which is crazy because I was drawing cards at my girl's house, my bestie there. Hey Jen, and it was speaking of purification. It was speaking of being in touch with motherland, and like I had an experience and I was in touch with motherland, and I basically went under this purification process and was rebirthed into who I really need to be. And a, one thing that God told me, like when he told me that I'm to have children, he told me that I'm to birth enlightened ones, I'm to birth enlightened beings, right? But I didn't know that it was not only my children, but I didn't know that it was also my father's children, right? So let's get into it. So this is what I'm going through. So I figured that I would speak about it with everyone else and see maybe you are going through it as well. So I opened this deck, and it happens to be called the Dragon Tarot. I've been drawn to draconian type of energy, but I don't mean the dark type of energy, but maybe it is dealing with a dark type of side of self per se. But either way, I was dragged into it. So dragged into it. So either way, I pulled the star. It just pulled itself actually. And then that shows me that there's a lot of healing, like our spirit guides are here and they are protecting us here. And I look at this as a big spirit guide, and like all of your elders are here and the northern light. Maybe you're just like myself and find yourself constantly looking up in the sky and seeing, like I've been seeing dragons and been seeing eagles and birds and angels and the whole shebang. I even seen rat one time, like, and yeah, but basically they're pouring all of their blessings upon you, and you're healing and you're growing. You're learning about nurturing yourself, right? Like I was speaking about purification, right? And having said that, you're learning to not only work on you, but work on your family too. All of these pentacles represent like different parts of you, like different portions of your life I'm seeing. But with having said that, that's 10, and that's a new cycle that's starting. So it looks like you've reaped what you have sown. Like, you know how I guess 8 of Pentacles would be like you reap what you sow. Where's the 7 of Pentacles? No, 7 of Pentacles is you. Yeah. Eight of Pentacles, right? So that would make sense. So you reaping what you sow. Literally everything is coming back to you. There's a new chapter. You got rid of, and your ancestors are here, and they're getting rid of this third party energy, like this negative energy. It's leaving your home, as you can see, like it is far away from your home. All right. And now this Ace of Pentacles that Spirit is bringing you, a new way of grounding yourself, a new foundation of life, new stability, a new opportunity from the Most High. Okay, you went through this purification process of some sort, and basically you buried your seeds into the ground, and you rid all of the toxins and all of the residue, and you were rebirthed, like the birth of Jesus here, right? And then you became this here Queen of Pentacles, right? And of course the energy would be Ace of Wands. So there's a message coming to you from Spirit. I see that this here dragon is holding this fire. So you went through the fire, but it looks like this volcanic energy here is behind you, but you blew that up. Like it's, and on your wand, like this message, it has new growth. Like there's new growth with this message. And you're moving forward. You're moving forward in your Queen of Pentacles energy. You're very nurturing, very loving. Maybe you're such as myself, like maybe a lot of you are spending time in nature. A lot of you are finding that the mask has fallen off and you can't keep the mask on anymore. You have learned to embrace your energy, embrace the draconian energy, embrace that serpentry energy, because it's like, it's one of those like learning to utilize your energy or your energy utilizing you. Yeah, right? Because judgment. Yeah, judgment, because you've been rebirthed into something different. So having said that, we have financial and material changes. So like we're bossing up here, right? And so this waiting game, this measure of life, this tree of life that you nurtured, and it has roots, many roots. It is now rebirth, and the waiting game is over, right? Movements are being made. Movements are being made. There are choices and decisions, and there are colors with every single decision. Like you are having many adjacent possibilities. Like there are many, I'm hearing trajectories to the story. I'm not certain what that means. I guess I have to look that up after. But either way, you have many different routes. Like it's like you did hit a crossroad, because 2 + 2 is 4, crossroad, right? And maybe you felt off balance, but having said that, seeing that it's in between the change that was already made, and you could see that somebody went from, they're going from rags to riches, and the change is being made, right? The waiting game is over. You planted your seeds, and it is starting to come to fruition. Movement, choices, and decisions are all, there are so many possibilities. There are so many doors you could walk through, and every single one of them would work. Every single one of them is made with money. And having said that, there's a lot of partnerships and alliances that are coming. And so I'm hearing contractual agreements. So that could be if you didn't learn your lesson, like maybe more third party energy. But if you did learn your lesson, then there's a celebration. Well, yeah, either way, it's Judgment Day, right? So there could be, because I'm seeing that there's 2 ribbons, and one has a throat chakra. Maybe you're a singer like myself, or a poet, or do spoken word, or whatever the case is, right? Spokesperson I'm hearing as well. It will, like, many opportunities, because this came right after the waiting game is over, and the movements and the choices and the decisions. Like you have many decisions, you're going to have many opportunities thrown at you, and spirit guides are asking you to well, use your intuition, yes, but we can see you have no problem with that. And of course with 2, so now it's like 222. Holy. So 2 is very prominent in this. So having said that, a lot of balance, duality, like taking the good with the bad, right? Like balancing that beam of light within you so that it can shine through. Yeah. So you already, what I'm seeing is this was the past. So like this is something that you like manifested, because you've been healing and you've been working on your home. You've been like working on your finances, but not really seeing anything. You were seeing third party energy, but now I'm seeing it leaving your home. It's gone from your home. And now you have this new like rebirth, like rise of the phoenix, I'm hearing, right? And this intuition has transformed you. And the thing about this is so cool is I never noticed, and this is the first time I'm using these cards, and it just jives with me so well. I'm going to purchase one today. So either way, the transformation occurred. Like you found a way to embrace like your demons, and but you're not holding on too much. Like, you know what I mean? It's leaving you. That energy's left, right? And now you are at the heart of the matter. You are loving yourself. You're connected with your third eye. You're connected with your Merkaba. You're connected with your spirit guides, and now you're transformation, right, is occurring. And many of you maybe you have a lot of people coming from the past, like, but it could also be memories of love. Maybe many of you are thinking of love or whatever, or there is This partnership and alliance, this one in particular, has to do with a love that is going to be powerful, that both of you could speak your truth through, and you don't really have to use like so much insight, because insight is foresight, really. But this is like a past, like love, like a past love, like past life, and your intuition, like your spirit guides are speaking to you, like you walked through that door and you're the key of knowledge, and you're transforming, and you're having these memories of love, and it's very powerful, powerful love, power. Like, this is beautiful. It's like, even though you see two male energies, like maybe it could mean like, you know, maybe if there was like same sex, like I'm not, you know, I'm not judgmental, like to each its own, right? But I'm seeing like a female and a male, and like, and it would make so much sense, because if you're a female and you're single, like for the ones, the real bosses, the ones that like were celibate or whatnot and went on hermit mode or whatever the case is, then it would be so like serving that it would be two male energies, because that woman would have had to been in her male energy for quite some time, because she's picking up for both her female side and her male side, like her yin and her yang type of thing. So imagine like all of that nurturing, it benefit you, and now it's benefiting you both too. This is a powerful relationship, right? And no more suffering in silence. That cycle is closed, okay? It's like you had obstacles and challenges, and you had to skip and walk along the way. 5, change again, right? You close the cycle, went on to a new one, went straight to change. Like, you must have had a lot of challenges and obstacles with changing. Like, if you're anything such as myself, which I would feel like you are because you're resonating with my story here, well, then you felt like you've been transitioning every week, and then every week it's like the time became like a fucking illusion, just like this says, like the waiting game. It was like a waiting game. It's like, what day is it really? What is real, what is fake, right? And then you walk across and you realize everything is okay. Like, you always, that circle there reminds me of like a closure, right? Cycle's closed. So cycle closed with then the change, with the obstacles and challenges, and then you had to make that sacrifice, right? You had to make that sacrifice and leave behind the obstacles and challenges and stop suffering in silence. Hermit mode is good, but not too much hermit mode, right? You see? And then with the sacrifice, letting go of all of that, where you rebirthed, rainbow, skittles, prosperity began. See that? Hearing Adam and Eve. So you made the sacrifice of being celibate. You made the sacrifice of suffering in silence. You didn't date. You've seen a lot of people dating around you and just swallowing your pride. You didn't even feel jealous or envious of anything of the sort, because you knew you walked straight. You walked by faith and not by sight. And you knew that one day this person would come. And from what I'm seeing, this person came. You made that sacrifice. You suffered in silence. And now you don't have to, because prosperity begins, right? Patience is key, right? You buried your seeds. You seen it grow. 4 + 1, 5 again. Now you're moving on. Walk through that portal. Whew, that was powerful. 1357 would have actually been the actual time that this is done.